Josh Duhamel reacts to Jupiter's Legacy cancellation dumped by Netflix. Hello people, we're back with a new video on Josh Duhamel reacts to Jupiter's Legacy cancellation dumped by Netflix. Get ready for the new video and watch till the end to know the best about the topic. Jupiter's Legacy celebrity Josh Duhamel has weighed in on Netflix's choice to terminate their fantasy that will be the Pricey series only one period. The star posted a shirtless image of himself on Instagram as the hulking superhero that is Utopian Samson and quipped, "When you receive dumped by @Netflix and now have to get yourself back nowadays." Nevertheless, Jupiter's Legacy ended up being the most notable collection that will be original Netflix for its May 7 premiere week. Relating to Nielsen, yet apparently the overall performance ended up being sufficiently strong to justify another period. About Josh Duhamel. Joshua David Duhamel came to be in Minot, North Dakota. His mother, Bonnie L., is a retired school that is large and the executive director of Minot's Downtown Business and Profession Association, along with his parent, Larry Duhamel, can be an advertisement salesman. Josh has three more youthful siblings, Ashley, Mackenzie, and Cassidy. His ancestry is German and smaller amounts of Norwegian, French, Canadian, English, Irish, and Austrian. Their name, this is certainly final, is common among francophones worldwide. The baseball player learned biology and earned their bachelor's degree at Minot State University because of the objective of pursuing dental care before their performing career. Jupiter's Legacy. Jupiter's Legacy is a superhero U.S. television series that premiered on Netflix on May 7, 2021, based on the comic Jupiter's Legacy by Mark Millar and Frank Quitely. It was created for TV by Stephen S. DeKnight, which initially served due to the fact showrunner. Midway through manufacturing, he had been changed by Sang-Kyu Kim. The show stars Josh Duhamel, Ben Daniels, Leslie Bibb, Elena Camporis, Andrew Horton, Mike Wade, and Matt Lanter. In 2021, the series had been cancelled after one season. Soon after the dad's suicide in 1921 triggered by Black Tuesday, the previous businessman Sheldon Sampson moves to an uncharted island, and when you look at the Atlantic Ocean where he is, his sibling Walter and four others got superpowers. Then creates a superhero group called the Union of Justice, along with his ideals being leading never eliminate any person, never interfere in governmental matters, stay unchanged throughout the near century of his adventure given that utopian. Nonetheless, the generation this is certainly next up, including their children, battles to live up to its rigid ideals and high expectations. Whenever Sheldon's child Brandon apparently kills one of their biggest foes, it ignites a debate that is a community, whether those beliefs will always be relevant. A cliffhanger ending to the first season. All the tougher for fans that the summer season finished for a cliffhanger made the dumping of the show. I'm proud of what the team attained with Jupiter's Legacy, plus the work that is amazing did on the first season. Miller, kick-ass, wrote in regards to the choice, "I've been expecting a whole lot by what we're planning next with this specific globe. Well, the answer is to see just what the supervillains are receiving up to." Miller added that he's working for a spin-off series, Super Crooks, which will emerge in the same world that is certainly imaginary Jupiter's Legacy, but focuses on villains alternatively. Miller sold his Miller World business to Netflix in 2017 and revealed a development slate in 2018 that included a series that's predicted on Jupiter's Legacy and American Jesus, and film adaptations of Empress and Huck. His post emerged after it had been uncovered by Netflix and made a decision to end its superhero series and had released the cast from their obligations to the show. Relating to Variety, the service that is streaming alternatively, pressing ahead with a live-action version of Super Crooks set in the same world as Jupiter's Legacy. Super Crooks follows a team of superpowered villains in the way that is the same legacy, a version of Mark Millar's comic guide group of similar title predicted on superheroes. News according to The Hollywood Reporter. Led because of the utopian Josh Duhamel, the heroes, after gaining capabilities that are special in the 1930s, are role models for younger heroes with aspirations to check out in their footsteps. Following The Hollywood Reporter's Boris system, the series cost around $200 million to create, including reshoots. Miller said he ended up being proud of what he reached with Jupiter's Legacy, but desired to answer lover questions about what we're preparing next using this world. He'd create a criminal activity that is certainly always liked, from Scorsese to Tarantino, and supervillains will always be the absolute most fun element of any superhero tale. To complete something solely centered on the villains they fight only feels extremely fresh in jail. He said inside a declaration published on Twitter, even as we explore just what it is like to be described as a bad guy within a globe crawling with great guys who would like to put you. Jupiter's Legacy is just a vast area. This is certainly wealthy, lots of characters to mine, and so I'm very happy to share which our next step listed here is, a live-action type of the Super Crooks comic I created with Lionel Francis Yu many years straight back. offered where they are truly going next, they will have made the phone call that is tough of your amazing cast from their program commitment once we continue steadily to be thoughtfully developing all realms associated with Jupiter's legacy. They may be confident they're going to come back to it later and just want to say thanks to the audience for his or her support that is continued, plus the cast and team who made this look so great. The effect of the shirtless photo going viral. Josh Duhamel is on the rebound after being dumped by Netflix. On Thursday, the actor shared an image that is certainly shirtless personality as Sheldon Sampson, aka the superpowered utopian from the action sets Jupiter's Legacy. Just under 4 weeks after the big-budget show premiered on Netflix on May 7th, creator for the comics Mark Miller revealed in a Twitter statement Wednesday that as we continue steadily to thoughtfully develop all realms regarding the Jupiter's Legacy saga, that they've made the tough call of letting our incredible cast from their program commitment. Duhamel, 48, had written alongside the image, which shows off his ripped body. And just when you're getting dumped by Netflix and have to place yourself straight back on the market. Thursday, #SexySantaSummer. What's going on at Hulu? Miller stated in his statement while he explained it would come to be somewhat of an anthology series continued, taking on brand new avenues associated with the same vast and rich universe that he could be really proud of exactly what the team achieved with Jupiter's Legacy together. With amazing work everybody did on the origin period, he included, "We're confident we will come back to it later," with a thank you to the staff and cast who made this look so great. In another Instagram post Thursday, Duhamel exposed further in regards to the TV show closing. It is never easy to hear that a task you cared about, believed in, placed so much into is ending prematurely. It had been a challenge and a privilege to dive into the personality of Sheldon or Utopian. I eventually got to do things, an actor that took me to locations I've never experienced. He penned, sharing snapshots that can be behind the scenes. A thank you note from Duhamel. Truly, I thought it happened to be too old to play a superhero at this time. Fortunately, the man that we play is an aging superhero, and they can also age me straight down. And so I get from becoming during my 30s to the time that is present, that is about 90 many years later on. He said, we get this guy that is younger, this grizzled superhero who'd seen all of it and sort of carried the weight around the globe on their arms for 90 years, and there's body weight to that particular. The interrelationships, while the dynamics between this household and how dysfunctional it is in certain techniques, is really what truly received me to it, stated Duhamel. We enjoy the concept of a superhero household from the point that it's certainly emotional. The superhero thing is enjoyable too, don't get me wrong. I want it to become a section of really a great tale. I do enjoy placing that suit on, but after your day, I do believe this is what we have now. He initially reacted to the development of Jupiter's Legacy coming to a finish as he poked enjoyable during the cancellation inside the newest post. Duhamel shared more serious thoughts within a previous Instagram where it's never an easy task to hear that a project you cared about, believed in, or put a great deal into is closing prematurely. Yesterday, it had been a challenge and a privilege to dive into the personality of Sheldon Utopian, Duhamel wrote. I eventually got to do things as an actor that took me to places I've never been into. There are not any emotions being difficult for the Jupiter's Legacy celebrity as well as the streamer. Duhamel ensured to thank Netflix inside the post, writing a huge thank you to @Netflix for giving us this chance, as well as an even bigger many thanks to your fans for making us #1 all over the world, and we remained there for nearly 2 weeks. Your help associated with the show means everything. We have tried to cover everything in this short video. Still, if you think something is missing, then do mention it in the comment section below. Your thoughts and ideas matter the most. So farewell until the next video. Bye family and take care.